In the wake of President Ruto's unexpected dissolution of the cabinet and the resignation of former Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome, the nation is abuzz with reactions and speculations. Few days ago, I had the opportunity to sit down with Youth Kenya Falcon Group's national chair, Bill Kibichi, to discuss the youth's perspective on these significant developments and the broader issue of police brutality.
It was a surprise move. The president pulled a card which none of us expected it. Of course, it had leaked, I think, a week ago that the president will fire some and hire some and reduce the number of cabinet. But dissolving the cabinet, that was a surprise move, and it caught many by surprise. I think even the CSS in the morning, they had some official duties, about 9 of them. They are not aware of it.
According to Kibichi, the Gen Z protesters have been vocal in their demands for the president to dissolve the cabinet.
If you can see what the Gen Zs were demanding, they wanted the cabinet to be dissolved. There were targets. I can say the CS for transport, the CS for health, the CS for sports, and a few others were on the spot to resign, or the president to sack them. But the president dissolving the cabinet, it was a very dangerous balancing act for the president, because you cannot fire some and retain some, because those who will be retained, of course, they are going to be the next target.
Kibichi highlighted the work of some cabinet secretaries who have been effective in their roles.
I can say there are some cabinet secretaries who are working and who are not targeted by Kenyans. There were low-key, like the CS for trade, Rebecca Miano, the CS for the CS for cooperatives and SMEs, Simon Chelugui, the CS from Nakuru, Njeru. Some even the public didn't know them.
The conversation then shifted to the issue of police brutality. Kibichi criticized the former Inspector General.
The former Inspector General, Japhet Koome, was quiet. He has never made any statement on the protest, despite his officers being involved in abductions, torture, and extrajudicial killings. So him resigning, it could be the public pressure, but Kenyans want to hear from him. With the police actions, these are operational issues. So we want to hear from the IG what really happened and what actions is he taking against the police excesses.
Kibichi revealed that the YKFG was planning to release a demand letter to the former IG calling for accountability and justice for victims of police misconduct.
Some of the demands that we are giving out to the Inspector General was to the Inspector General and the police to produce all the abducted Gen Zs or youths who are taken from their homes and are still not be found. I want the IG to explain to the country what transpired until the youth who were abducted were found dead, dumped in quarries, some others in forest, and others found in the mortuary. We want the Inspector General to take action against any officer who used excess force during the demonstrations and who took part in the abductions. And we want the Inspector General to take the responsibility of all police actions in the past 4 weeks.
He also voiced concern about devolution, which he claims has been a cash cow for governors and politicians.
You see, devolution, when it was brought by the Constitution of Kenya, 2010, and from 2013 to 2017, and I can say up to 2022, we saw a real projects coming to the people, closer to the people, government services. But now, these politicians have made the county government to be cash cows, just making money. The corruption that is in the county governments. It's unbelievable. These EACC officers are taking bribes from the governors. I want to call on the youth as we continue to put pressure on the national government. We also have to come back down to the counties.
The discussion took a critical turn towards the MPs who supported the finance bill.
These members of parliament have gone rogue. They no longer represent the interest of the people. If you look at the finance bill 2024, the people made it clear, the public was very clear that they don't want this bill. If they didn't get the information from the public participation they did, the public texted them through the messages. The public called them. The public even issued ultimatums on social media. So they knew what the public wanted and they went against the public. So this MP, they're not ready for what is coming. They should actually just go home and resign. And if they're not ready to resign, the youth must recall them. Once the IBC is ready, we are going to collect signatures and recall some of these MPs who are no longer representing the interest of the people.
As the nation grapples with these recent changes, the voices of the youth, as represented by leaders like Bill Kibichi, underscore a growing demand for accountability, integrity, and genuine representation in the corridors of power. Emmanuel Langat, Kenyan Diaspora Media.
Yeah.